Emma's Universe podcast.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Emma's Universe podcast.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Emma's Universe podcast.
Hello and welcome to Emma's podcast. In today's podcast, we're going to be talking about our own selves. Yes, I know. What can I say? It will be starting a new little trend because I feel the words perfectly imperfect really resonate with me lately. Why? Because we are all perfect in our own ways. We might not meet the standard, the outside standard, the ego worlds of standards, but we are perfect in our own ways. We are work in progress. We're coming up every day for ourselves. Even though we might not feel like we're doing a good job, we have to remind ourselves we are here to bless our presence and be blessed, being and be blessed, enjoying who we truly are, embracing every side of ourselves. I know some side of us we don't like it, but some side of us we do. But it's embracing our dimensional being and stepping up to the plate, accepting the calling of the changes, accepting who we truly are, which is one of the biggest challenges we can ever find and have in our lives. It's to accept who we are and the potential we have within us, and breaking free from the world of the ego, breaking free and understanding we are all of this and some more. So embracing ourselves, embracing every aspect of us, and focusing on our dreams. Make the impossible possible by believing in us, by believing we already have it. There is a lot of books, or even if you go on YouTube, you can get like hearing Neville Goddard speaking, Dr. Joseph Murphy, Dr. Wayne Dyers, to help you to elevate yourself. You have music you can listen to, very high level music, because people said, oh, 700 or is the highest one. It's like, no, you can go to 10,000 megahertz and hear it. Hear the music, hear your drums, hear yourself. Finding the inspiration to get where you need to be. Yes, you can work a 9 to 5 job. There is nothing wrong with that. But I really emphasize on your hobby, on what do you want to bring into your life? What really will inspire you? Is it starting a business on the side? Is it cooking? What is it exactly? The inspiration of who we're meant to become. That inspiration that truly empowered us. The transformation from who we were to who we are today. Really believing in ourselves. This is one of the, I would say, pivotal point in our lives, is to realize, what do I want to do? Who do I want to become? Do I want to be somebody who does like the water when you throw a stone into it, to do the ripple effects of us in this world? What do I have to do to really empower myself? We have the solstice on the 21st. We're the 17th, so that's mean I already pre-recorded what you're listening what you're listening right now, and of June, by the way. And I'm looking at everything and I'm thinking, okay, we got solstice coming on the 21st. On the 23rd, we got the full moon, which is awesome. It's a pack week of energies this week. And it's the matter of sit down, meditate on who you are and what you're claiming for your own self. Truly do, truly does. Being empowered to elevate yourself, really feel that what you are capable to do, you can bring it to the surface and continue to move forward in your life. Really becoming who you're meant to become. And as I said, if you type on YouTube, you can have helps than you need actually. But one of the hardest part is the vision. Who or what do you want to do? Who are you envisioning to become? A lot of people don't know what they want, who they want to become. A lot of people are afraid to show their true self. A lot of people are scared because it's not that easy. It takes courage to be who we are. In a generation we're living in right now, more and more are claiming who they want to be, which is awesome. But you have to continue to be the student of life. And it can take a while before we become that student of life, learning to grow and evolve. Because if you reach one goal, then you could be inspired to say, well, now that I reach this, what else can I do? Well, what else can I become? What else can I move myself to the next level? That's what the most amazing surprise you can have is those little steps that will encourage you to move to the next level. It's amazing to see what you can do. So let me share something that can give you a little example. So my podcast, I love my podcast. That's something I love to do, talking and different topics. And also started a YouTube channel, I think a year or two ago, something like that. I don't remember. That wasn't 2017, was it? I have to go search because I don't even remember when I created this one, actually. Yay. Because I don't even dare remember when I created this channel. I don't even know if I can see it or not. 1 year ago. So I will say not even 2 years ago. By looking at what I posted 1 year ago. So I would say 1 year ago, I started to do the YouTube channel. Then I attended school classes for that's been week 2. We're on our last week this week. Very extremely inspiring actually to just to get going and continue. And I attended those free classes. Nice to have free classes. And I got inspired because I'm like, well, Emma, think about your YouTube channel. You have not grown your YouTube channel. You have not done much, at the exception of last year, where I moved all of the recording I did before the fire, actually, to the YouTube channel because I had the MP4. When you do on Zoom or you're recording it, you can have your MP3 for the audio that I use for my podcast, and the MP4 that is for the video. So I started to do that, and I forgot about it, or I left it behind it, or whatever. I'm gonna say I put it the rest at that point. I don't want to say the word ignore it because that's not totally correct, but I did not put it on my to-do list at all. I just left it behind. And during one of the meditation, during one of the moment where we were going back and forth with some meditation, then I'm like, okay, the YouTube channel came back, show me a couple of things, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use where I'm at, the space. You don't need to see my face. You just have to look at the space, which is a beautiful, positive, peaceful space. And just having a conversation again. So super excited, started to do that. I had plenty of them for this week in a can ready to be released. And when I went in, I looked at it and I didn't even know I had subscribers to start with. I'm like, holy crap, I got some subscribers. I had no idea I had subscribers on that either because I did not realize I had some. Yes, that happened. This is Emma right here, right now. But it's like being excited. Not only the podcasts are ahead of the game, this is at the head of the game. And I'm like, okay, I'm back to do things that I love to do. Now I need to put more actions to a lot of things I need to convert, and we're going to get these rolling. TikTok is picking up, Facebook is doing pretty good. So it's like, okay, let's continue with this social media. I have Instagram, I post once a day for the word of the day. It's moving to the next level. But it was very interesting to be reminded by the universe, oh, Emma, by the way, you got your YouTube channel. It's time for you to go back in there and start conversation and talk. And I didn't know what to call it for that specific one. And I, during one of the exercise, I did create something with AI, actually for a photo that I saw, and I'm like, holy crap, this is exactly what I want. I bring that out, and it's if you go on Facebook, you will see it. It's a beautiful clock that's point out 10:10, which is very interesting, and I loved it. And I had those words, perfectly imperfect. That really resonated with me. I'm like, this is what I want for that channel. This is what we're doing, imperfectly imperfect, perfectly imperfect. And it resonated because this is who we are. We can go messy. We have the right when we do things to go messy. That's how we learn. Perfectly imperfect is moving through the journey we're in, from the apprentice to the journeyman to the master. That's what we do. We are perfectly imperfect. Think about the life you've got so far, or even I'm gonna even go back to something I love to do, and I'm gonna do some cooking segment actually. Then I'm gonna start within a week, and just prepping food and show how prepping food and doing lunch, some breakfast, and interest people on a couple of things that I do. So it's all coming together because you think about how do you go. People who have high expectation expect everything to be perfect. But is it great? Yeah. But I rather have to deal with imperfect perfection. For the reason of going messy is more interesting because you can see how you do things. Yes, it's beautiful to always see perfection everywhere. This is great. But it's boring at the end of the day. Example, I like this is one of my favorite thing actually for Europe. I like their soap. I like the British TV, European TV. Why? Because not everybody looks the same. Here in Hollywood, sorry to say, but you get that perfection, or you get your lips done, boobs done, everything is done, and you're a bunch of robots. If you're looking at shows, and successful or not, over maybe British show, we're gonna say Dr. Martin show. This is one example. This is what people looks like. I love that. Being perfectly imperfect. Those are great shows. So doing the same, looking at what we do, what we have, how do we interest ourselves, what is the best way for us to really close the gap of what we want to do. Experimenting. I love experimenting. I've done some freaking great recipes that people will kill for, quote unquote, okay, or fight for if you preferred, just to have them. Again, I give the example of you have 5 chefs. You give them the same ingredients, same recipes. It's all gonna be slightly different. Why? Because everybody put their own twist into it. Somebody maybe gonna put a little bit more salt. Maybe somebody's gonna add a little bit more spice. It's all come to who you are. The fascination To try to copy one another is great, but make it your own sauce. You got your toolbox. Make it your own sauce, your own way. That will be successful more than you think. Surprisingly, actually. So think about it. Think about what you can do that makes you happy. And I know starting things new always makes me happy because it's exciting. It's like, oh my God, what am I doing? It brings you alive. It really shows you who you truly are. So think about it. Think about the life of thousand you want to do. Think about what can I do to empower myself to do something that really resonates with myself. And again, come messy. But I like the perfectly imperfect. Those are my words. It's perfectly imperfect with Emma, and it's on my YouTube channel. But think about your own self. And again, I'm having different conversation. Great view on a lake. So if you're bored, you can you can remove the sound and just watch. It's so calming. It's so beautiful. Utilizing what we can do compared to what we are worried to do. So treat yourself with kindness and enjoy every single aspect of who you are. The life we're living in is the life we choose, the life of fill out the blank. But be true to yourself by being perfectly imperfect. Because when you're looking at your life, look at the point of view of what can I do next? How can I elevate myself to the next level? And sometimes people are destined to get married. People are destined to, they want so badly to be in a relationship. When they have in a relationship, they want to have the ring immediately, blah, blah, blah. They are projecting what they want. But it's not our path, it's their path. Be happy for them, bless them, move along. You'll figure it out your way. You'll figure it out where you're going to go. Maybe you already know that. Then go and do it. And if you're already there, what else do you want to do? You can stay where you are. You don't have to seek something else. But if you're inspired to continue on that journey of self-discovery and what you can do, then hop on. So this was our podcast for today. I have no idea what we're going to be talking on our next podcast. So we'll see. Spirit always talks. All my love, guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.
Where do we go from here?
Emma's Universe Podcast.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Emma's Universe Podcast. Emma's Universe Podcast.